What's up, everybody? Back in the Hornet, continuing my little escapade, trying to blast the new sub, the Shane class sub for the Chinese assets pack. Just get a little bit set up here, set the HSI. ECM to receive. RWR is on, because we need that. And, yep, ready to go. And just gonna head to waypoint 1. So I had lost my audio while I was actually playing, or the mic button was turned off or something. So I'm just gonna kind of narrate over the footage that did record. Sometimes things happen like that. You just kind of don't even notice. Especially when you're like, kind of in a rush. But anyway, so selected the stores page, harpoons selected. They're just the timings count down while they load up. Okay, so they're ready, and just gonna continue heading over to waypoint 1. You can see all the cool lighting with the clouds and the horizon. Wow, this software is just kind of making my CPU really hot. So if you hear any kind of like noise in the background, that's just the computer fans. So it's a little loud because I have it set to performance mode.
Springfield 1, airborne. Springfield 1, engaging bandit at bull 250 for
All right, so for the first harpoon, I'm gonna go ahead and set everything up. Just going to launch at medium altitude, about 15,000 feet or so, bearing on launch mode, and we'll set the search to 0 so we have it ready to go right off the bat, and it'll destroy itself at about 50 miles out, and the bearing is about 245 from waypoint 1. HPTP is where it's gonna turn inbound, and we are set. So somewhere along that line right there, the sub is cruising along, and the harpoon should pick it up. Go ahead and fire the first one. First one's off. And just a quick little retune for the second one. Pretty much saves half the info, but I just have to keep entering in the bearing. I forgot how to have everything saved, or I don't even think the harpoons save. Even if you select each program, it still won't save. So I think the harpoons are still a work in progress right now. But you just have to manually reset each one before you fire them off. So I'm just going to fire all of them off here, resetting the bearing. And that's the last one. For this one, I'm actually past waypoint 1, so it goes a little astray. But
Springfield 1.
it
Valley
winds
Bandit
up
at Bulls 2,
turning
80
around,
at
which is pretty
26,700.
cool. So there's the 3 harpoons, and then there's the other one I just launched. It's backtracking to waypoint 1, and I think it's gonna turn back around. So it's pretty cool though how smart they made these things. I gotta kill that RWR, man. That noise is just... Alright.
Springfield 1. Defending Bandit at Bulls
Alright,
2,
don't worry, I'm gonna turn that
100.
down. Here we go. Alright, much better.
Springfield 1. Tally of ship at Bullseye 242 for 110. Springfield 1. Splash Bandit at Bullseye 263 for at 22,000. Springfield 1. Splash Bandit at Bullseye 263 for at 26,000.
Alright, looks like our first harpoon is tracking to the target now and has picked up the target. See the yellers behind it. And since it's at medium altitude launched, it's not going to bother skimming the surface, getting down to the surface. It's just going to go straight for it, which I prefer, actually. I've noticed when you launch at low altitude, about 6,000 feet, it will skim the surface, but more often than not, it'll miss the target. It'll miss the sub. Boom! Shakalaka! Oh, there's the other one. So, here's the one that went astray. It's just kind of helpless. Oh, man. Let's see. How far out is it? Okay, so it's still tracking inbound waypoint. Whoa, I don't know what happened to the other. Did we lose them? Or did they get shot down by the SAMs on the island? I don't know. Well, let's hope for the best with this one. As you can see, though, it looks like it's starting to angle downward, starting to level out. I think it was because it was climbing to about 15,000 feet to get to the sort of medium altitude. But you can see it looks like it's about to track inbound to the target, so it looks pretty high though right now. And at this point, I thought it was going to pass up the target and just fly over it. But surprisingly, it doesn't. Which is pretty cool, because it pretty much goes straight down on the target, like almost 90 degrees. Watch. There it goes. Picked up the target. So that didn't finish the sub off. You'd think it would. 4 harpoons. Well, maybe that was actually 3, I think. I don't know. I think 1 got shot down. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to finish off the target with guns. Trying to set up a good angle. I haven't practiced any kind of gun strafing in a long time, so this isn't going to be perfect. I might get a little low and it might be a little too close for comfort, which usually tends to be the case.
Springfield 1, passing waypoint 2 at 10,000.
Altitude. Altitude.
In range.
Pull up, pull up.
I was looking forward quite a bit. I think the track IR got a little screwy there, but nonetheless, that was actually a pretty good hit. Good guns, as they say. Now I'm just gonna come back around and beat the hell out of this puppy.
Altitude. Altitude.
In range.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
That was pretty good. That was a lot better. And that is it, my friends. All our ammo's spent. Let's see. Is this thing destroyed? And you know what? It's pretty much like totally destroyed, yet she's still chugging along. And just indestructible Chinese Shane class sub. Alright. So from here on out, I'm just going to go ahead and head back to the carrier and do a little practice ILS landing. And at the same time, I'm also going to head back up at night to see how the new night lighting looks. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will catch you later.
fuel low.
Springfield 1, tally ship at bullseye 2424110.